Okay, well, if we remember, there was this movie that kind of made a summer a little while back. Remember the Barbie movie? Remember the Barbie movie? Well, we're actually talking now about a Barbie movie crisis because reports are that the sequel to Greta Gerwig's massively successful film, it's in jeopardy, guys. Yeah, according to the New York Times, high salary demands are a major factor. Like, for example, Ryan Gosling alone is asking for $20 million for this film. Turns out life in plastic isn't fantastic. That's true. If you guys remember, though, the original movie, if you didn't know, made more than $1.4 billion at the global box office. So is this news now ruining the Barbie magic for any of you? What about you, Tom?
It's not ruining the magic for me, but this whole story does feel like the plot to Barbie 2. You have, you have a group of women asking to be paid what they are worth, and a powerful man is being like, maybe you should have a little bit less. Yeah. And like, here's the thing, I support Barbie getting everything that she wants. Barbie knows her worth. Barbie's had over 200 jobs. Barbie's been a doctor. Barbie's been a president. Barbie's been a mermaid. Give Barbie her money. I do kind of, though, there is like the but of it all of like, we are talking about massive numbers here. We're talking about $20 million, $50 million, but this is a movie that made $1.4 billion. So I understand these writers, these directors, and the two lead actors seeking more money on that back end. And at the end of the day, if they can't make a deal with Ryan, there's another Canadian who could play Ken. I'll do it for $15 million.
You're a bargain. You're cheap.
You brought up some excellent point. It does feel like so on brand for the Barbie that Greta Gerwig, you know, created. She wrote and directed, co-wrote and directed that first film. So it feels like the real stars of that first film are just asking for a cut of the pie, so to speak. And Warner Brothers is like 20 million is actually Ryan Gosling's going rate. Like that for any movie.
It sounds crazy to us, but that's normal.
It does sound crazy, but that's normal. So they're just asking for what they deserve.
Well, and this is a company that's also buying up other media. They're buying up HBO. They're buying all this stuff. They have the money to make this happen, and they're just choosing not to.
And just to put things into context, this is not a weird story. This happens all the time. There are lots of movies that came out as a one-off, did extremely well, and therefore there was a sequel. Top Gun Maverick. Devil Wears Prada, Black Panther, Joker, The Hangover, Get Out, and guess what? All of those people who are part of that first project, when there was a second project, they got what they asked for. So what is the problem with this particular project? And I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, because that's not what we're supposed to do here. But I'm wondering if this current administration that's not really keen on women having a voice is like, and you know, all the big people who are in charge of these studios are friends with that said president, or maybe they're not keen on having a very successful a successful movie where women have their own voice. Maybe they're like, let's squash that project. Let's make it as challenging as possible for them to release a second one. Because you know that administration's gonna kind of be mentioned. You know they're gonna weave that into it, right?
Warner Brothers needs Barbie more than Barbie needs Warner Brothers. Because Barbie was their most successful film to date.
So then why
and their last few films they didn't earn back what they actually cost to make.
What makes me laugh about this is there are lesser films that got sequels. Guys, there's a Happy Gilmore 2. Okay? There is a Happy Gilmore 2. Guess how many Jackass movies there are?
Like 6?
Six Jackass movies.
But those are really good.
And they star men, so they get whatever they want.
That's what I'm saying. The
There's
first Happy Gilmore movie made $41 million at the box office. You know what? Barbie sneezed and made $40 million. And you're questioning, and to the question of you have to have this original cast, of course you do. They're on a deadline. So Warner Brothers loses the rights to make a sequel this December.
Wow.
If they do not cut a deal with this cast, all the rights go back to Mattel, and Mattel cannot touch anything that has Greta Gerwig's fingerprint on it, including the cast, including Greta. So the clock is ticking. Warner Brothers, if you don't secure this, you donezo. You're donezo.
So what?
That's so many more questions.
Anyway, our next topic comes from a viewer. So Sandra wrote, "Dear ladies, some of my coworkers
and
have
you too, Tom.
Yeah, okay. That's okay.
They have a habit of taking their shoes off and walking around the office, including the washroom, barefoot. Should I confront them? So how are we gonna help out Sandra?
You know what? I just love everybody's disgust if it's like the bathroom. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I would. I hope that I would say something, but I would say it in a loving way and make it less about my disgust and more about
Pretend it was me.
No, more about the care. It's like, you know, the bathroom is a very dirty place with a lot of bacteria there, so you should probably just put on your shoes because I don't want you to get sick because we need you here at work. Like I would kind of wrap it in like a compliment instead of going, oh my. They never wash the floors.
No.
Yeah.
How would you guys handle it?
Listen, I'm a little different than you.
Okay.
Listen, if I see somebody walk around the office with their bare feet, I'm not going head to head. We're going toe to toe, honey. It's disgusting.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna call them out on it. I couldn't imagine.
Like how though?
Just you're sick. No. No. But I couldn't imagine taking a coworker seriously while they're like gripping the carpet with their toes while we're having a meeting. And this makes me think, it makes me feel like this is just a ploy to get back to like working from home. Like, is this like their method to be like, I want to work from home where I can be naked?
Yeah.
It just
Gripping
reminded
the
me
carpet.
of Die Hard when you said, remember making fists with your toes? Fists with your toes? So maybe there's a mental health component to it. Listen, I could not say anything, but I think my face would say everything
Okay,
that
give
I
me the
was
face.
feeling.
Okay, wait. Give me the face. Give me the face. Give me the face. Hey, we're starting our meeting, Jess. We're starting our meeting, Jess. I have some ideas for our next project. What are your thoughts?
Me feel a little different because those are really nice feet.
And they're lotioned up. Yeah.
Now she's making it weird. Now you're making it
The thing
weird.
I was gonna say, it's like, here's the thing. Not that I'm saying this is okay, but there are some people that I know. Oh my God, Tommy. Your feet are fine, and in fact, your feet look so good. They're better than some people's hands where I know you have not washed your hands after you did your business.
That's true.
I am much more weary of doorknobs than I am of even the table where Andrea's feet were any day of the week.
Your fingers
so there
are
it
nice
is.
too, man.
Okay.
I'm not coming back after the break. I'm not coming back.
So I have to throw it a break now. I'm sorry if you're eating your lunch watching the show right now, as so many of you do. Hopefully that stays down the hatch.
A man in his late 30s wrote to the Washington Post for advice on how to tell his anxious mother that he's become a motorcyclist. And he said it's become an important part of who he is. And when he told his wife, she just warned him about not making a fool out of himself. So the question is, how would you react to a loved one making a big lifestyle change later on in life? How do we react to it?
Yeah.
You don't really, okay. What do you do?
Okay, he spent years hiding his leathers from his mother. As a gay man, I've seen this movie before. Listen, we're talking about riding a motorcycle here, people. You want to talk about coming out? It's very interesting that he's like so wound up about what his mother is going to think at the age of 40 that he's going to be riding a motorcycle. Like, listen, I get it. It can be dangerous. You got to look good in the chaps. But I mean, I don't really understand why he's more hung up on what his mother thinks than what his wife thinks.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because she very clearly said, "Don't look like a fool." So yeah, I don't really understand why this is such a big deal. I think it comes back to like this idea of looking at everything like in a binary. Like I was nerdy and now I ride the motorcycle, and it's like, you know, if you can't make that leap from like being nerdy to motorcycle, it's like, how are you going to have those like more in-depth conversations when you actually make a change that is really important?
I want to talk about that because I think it makes a difference. Like, I don't get what this guy's hang-ups are. I think he needs a therapist and his motorcycle chaps.
right.
But I think for me, I think we need to normalize. I'll speak as a woman, but I think we need to normalize that you're going to have different iterations of yourself as you go through life. And in fact, especially as a woman who just turned 49, when your priorities start to shift, so maybe the kids get older, maybe they're in university, maybe they're out of the house, and you finally get to prioritize yourself, I think we need to normalize huge life transitions and maybe finally going for that thing that you've always wanted to do. And in fact, it's not just a good thing, it's actually good for your body, it's good for your brain. Longevity researchers say, try something new as you get older. This is good stuff for your brain.
Totally.
And explore all the things you've always wanted to, because you were too busy taking care of everybody else before.
Interesting.
I
What's
don't
your
know.
take, Jess?
I always think of, I don't know about you guys, but did you ever know someone like between high school and university, they went away for the summer and then all of a sudden they came back and they were a goth? Do you know what I mean? Like their entire being.
We all have that friend.
And do you know what? No, like you maybe sort of were like, okay, I guess that's who we are now. But I feel like we all have that window where that is allowed or that is acceptable to do because you're going in from like a small pool to a bigger pool where a lot of people don't know you. But so it just seems more natural. But if Simon were to come home in full leather gears at 42, yeah, maybe. But like I would also be deeply, deeply concerned.
And you tell him to stop hanging out with me?
I hear what you're saying. It feels like in your teens, there's a lot more wiggle room for you to change who you are, and no one really says anything. They just allow you that freedom. Whereas if you're 40, people are like, "What are you doing?" But I will say this much: I am at the stage of life where a lot of my girlfriends are getting divorced, and I'm seeing a lot of these changes. And it could be anything from changing their hair color to diving into a hobby that becomes their whole life, or they're turning into the triple L, which is a late in life lesbian. So there's a lot of changes. But again, to your point, like. This is like you evolve. You go through different stages and you evolve. And I think our friends and family, we are the people who have to treat them with kindness and be like, I see you're going through a different stage.
Totally.
If it's a motorcycle, sure. If it's a hairdo, if it's a new lesbian lover, we're all here for it. We love you.
I love it all.
Hey, how about this? If you're planning a fancy wedding this year, you'll want to get in on this chat. Someone wrote to Miss Manners to say that in this economy, a black tie dress code should be reserved for a wedding with very affluent guests. So is the idea of a black tie wedding outdated?
Right?
Thank you, audience.
Yes.
Thank you. I think they're conflating things that don't have to be conflated. Black tie doesn't necessarily mean it has to be expensive, does it?
No.
Like, I think a good friend of mine, Aaliyah Jasmine, she's been on the show before, and she's been doing, you know Aaliyah Jasmine. So for years, in the spirit of sustainability, she's been showing how you can dress designer for very little money by thrifting, and she looks expensive.
Yeah.
So I think, now I can't say, sometimes people think money can buy you style. We know that's not true.
No.
So
Definitely
I
not
don't
true.
think you should put together black tie equals money. You can look expensive and spend very, very little.
I actually disagree. I understand this guy's gripe.
Okay.
Because it's the specificity. If you're going to a wedding and it doesn't say formal, it doesn't say evening wear, it doesn't say like bring your fanciest foot forward. It says black tie.
Okay.
Black tie for a man means a tuxedo. And we don't live in Downton Abbey where men can go ask their butler to get out their tuxedo. Tuxedos, even to rent one, you're talking $400 to $600, plus you have to have it.
Sure, but the thing is like, speaking specifically to men's fashion, like, men's fashion hasn't changed in like 100 years.
True.
So like, it's especially men's formal wear has not changed. So like, as long as that jacket closes and it doesn't smell like the last wedding you're at, put it on.
But how do you know the tuxedo?
No.
Do I own a tuxedo?
Here's the deal.
Tuxedo?
And if you don't have a tuxedo, the fact that a man is griping about this, I think is bothering me the most. Because ladies, you know how expensive things are. And it's like, all you really need, sir, is a black suit. And you can go to any cheap store and get a tuxedo shirt and the bow tie, and boom.
That's not a tuxedo.
Yeah, but you know what? You'll pass. No one's going to kick you out of that
tuxedo
wedding.
t-shirt.
Whereas as a woman, if I show up in a red dress and the whole bit, I can't re-wear that dress to the next function because they'll be like, oh, she wore that red dress. She must be broke.
Oh.
Men have leeway. Just change the shirt and tie and you're good.
I'm going to be pedantic right now. But a tuxedo, if your hosts of a wedding are specific enough to say black tie, you think you could show up with like an Amazon tuxedo, ill-fitting, made of polyester?
Yes.
No, if they're making that
But here's
specific
you're gonna fit
in.
I think
They're
the
gonna be
thing
like,
to remember is like, You can get a thrifted, you can get a cheap one from Amazon. It's all about tailoring, and tailoring is cheap. So if you take it in to get tailored, I was just at a wedding in the UK, shout out Erica and Ollie, and they were so sweet, and what they decided to do is they had a very fancy wedding, but all they did is they just gave a color palette and said, everybody just live within this world. And I think that's very nice, and everybody was so fancy and so elegant, and I was like, this is black tie to me.
That's nice.
That's
nice. That's nice.
Downton Abbey.
Okay, here's the question. How would you react if your fiancé said, honey, let's go halvesies on your engagement ring? A woman wrote to Carolyn Hack saying their fiancé makes pretty good money and all she wants is a $900, I think she's missing a zero.
Yeah.
All she wants is a $900 engagement ring. He
like,
is saying, I want to split that, so $450, $450. Tom, splitting the cost?
Okay, let's just go with me here for a second. Okay, just say yes. Okay, Mel.
Yes.
Will you marry me?
Yes.
I take Cash App, I take check, I take e-transfer.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Okay, this woman, right? This woman is saying that he makes good money, but he's skipping the proposal. He wants a tiny wedding. He wants a split the cost of a $900 ring. Ma'am, I don't believe he makes good money. Like, that's cheap. It's very cheap.
Yeah.
Like, I get the idea of couples splitting expenses and things like that. I have actually a friend who she proposed to her fiance, so she bought him.
Is it a mixed gender?
Yeah, mixed gender, yeah.
Okay.
And she bought the ring for him, and she proposed because she was the one doing the proposal. So I believe the person doing the proposal should buy the ring, and then the gentleman bought her a ring anyways. So, like, that's the best of both worlds. Everybody's getting a ring.
Yeah, everybody got a ring out of it.
Okay, I'll play devil's advocate just because somebody has to.
Okay.
Listen, if you look at the tradition of what the engagement ring was back in the Roman times, it was, I am man, you are woman, you are my property. This is what they sounded like in ancient Rome.
Very good Roman accent, by the way.
Apparently Rome was Russia. Anyway, so the point was, back then, it was a mark. I claim you, you are my property. Not very feminist, right? And then it evolved, and it was like, now I want to show you I love you, and so I'm going to give you a ring to prove how much I can take care of you financially, right?
Yeah.
But now if we can take one more step forward, again, playing devil's advocate, if you want to prove to me that you can afford this, save the money for the engagement ring. I'm not going halvesies. You put the down payment on the house.
Ooh.
Now we're talking. So I just think things have evolved. If I was to get married again, I wouldn't even want an engagement ring. I would say, babe,
use that money for something else.
Use that money for something else.
I still want the ring.
I was about to say, I'm like, speak for yourself. I still want the ring. I just feel like, you know what, as a resident single person here, I just feel like, I know we keep talking about feminism and equality, but I'm seeing something that's happening every single time we have these conversations. Okay, first we're talking about the first date. Now everybody is supposed to go 50-50. Now you're not supposed to open the door for me because that's not feminist. Now you're not supposed to pull out the chair because I'm supposed to pull out my own chair. And now you want me to go halvesies on the ring, that you're gonna be on bended knee asking me for my hand in proposal. And it's like, and then we wonder why a lot of women are choosing not to get married. What's in it for me? Because there's nothing on the other side telling men, okay, well, you don't have to do this. You still expect me to have sex with you, make your babies, make your muffins that your mom taught me how to make on a Sunday. You still have all those expectations of me.
Polishes
all of
leather.
that's still in place.
Yeah.
We're never having a discussion about what the men can pull back on, but we're having a lot of discussions about what women have to give. It's like, oh, well, now you have to pay for half the day. Now you got to pull out your own chair. And now you want me to pay? Baby, there's easier ways to break up with me. I'm telling you that right now.
Fair enough.
I'm telling you that right now.
Can I give a proposal? Can I propose to you?
What's it going to cost me? What's it going to cost me?
Let's say a scenario. Let's say Simon and I are on vacation and we're in Athens and we see like this beautiful gold ring and we look at it and he's like, oh my God, this is your ring, like this is so perfect for you. I'm like, oh my God, yes it is. And then we look at the price tag and it's $5,000. And he's like, Jess, I don't make a lot of money right now. He's financially not great. I do make money right now. And if he said, I could afford $2,500, like, would you like, you know, like if he didn't ask, and I said, well, why don't we split it and we can get this beautiful ring together and it represents something beautiful. That's a nice situation.
I think that's a conversation that you have when you've been with somebody for a long time.
For 20-something years.
If it's a fresh,
yes.
So I think it's a little.
And you have all these other, you have a home together, you have a full life together.
Are people really, like, is this really a popular thing still, where a man will go down on a knee and be
is.
like,
Yes.
will you marry?
Yes.
Really?
It is.
I'm out of the times, guys. I'm out of the times.
I think my only other counter proposal is if we're going to keep the ring, and because you said that comes with expectations of what I'm supposed to give you as a wife, then we give them, men, bedazzled brooms and mops and say, here's my expectation when we get married.
Oh, we already know how that's gonna go.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah?
We love having you here. Thanks for coming back.
That was so much fun.
What a time. So fun.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell. For bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.